The right hand. Oh, and again, Gomez is in trouble. And there was the uppercut. That's the punch that really can work for Nelson.
From the crowded streets of Jamestown in Accra, Ghana, to standing tall among boxing legends, Azumah Nelson's life is a testament to perseverance, resilience, and greatness. Born into a tough environment, Azumah overcame the odds to become a global icon in the world of boxing, widely regarded as the greatest African boxer of all time. He achieved feats that inspired millions, earning his place among the top 100 boxers of the 20th century. His electrifying performances captivated fans around the world, and his nickname, the Professor, became synonymous with tactical brilliance in the ring. In 2004, Azumah cemented his legacy by becoming the first African to be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Now at age 66, his impact extends far beyond the ring and is truly more tragic than you would expect. Join us as we go over his life and the dark aspects that he now lives with. Azumah Nelson's story begins on July 19th, 1958, in the heart of Jamestown, Accra, a bustling and densely populated neighborhood in Ghana known for its fishermen, fishmongers, and petty traders. Born into a modest family, his father, Emmanuel Taylor Nelson, worked as a tailor, while his mother, Madam Comfort Ake Barco, was a fishmonger and petty trader. Life in Jamestown was tough, and young Azumah quickly learned the importance of resilience and determination in the face of adversity. Growing up in this challenging environment, Azumah was no stranger to hardship, but he possessed an indomitable spirit and a natural fighting instinct. In the streets of Jamestown, where disputes were often settled with fists, young boys like Azumah engaged in street fights as a means of protection and survival. These street fights were rough, but had one rule: no weapons were allowed. For Azumah, these early battles were not just about self-preservation. They also revealed his innate talent for boxing. Boxing was in Azumah's blood. His father, Emmanuel, had harbored dreams of becoming a boxer himself, but his strict grandfather had forbidden him from pursuing the sport. Despite this unfulfilled dream, Emmanuel's love for boxing was passed down to his son Azumah. Inspired by his father's passion and the daily challenges of life in Jamestown, developed a fascination with the sport and vowed to pursue it seriously.
Any questions from the champion? She's second. Let's get it on. Come on. All right.
They plan on getting it on. Mills Lane.
Pressure and make a dogfight out of it.
It wasn't long before his natural talent caught the attention of local trainers. Even as a teenager, Azumah showed remarkable discipline and determination, qualities that would later define his career. His hard work and raw ability led him to join renowned boxing clubs in Accra, where he began to hone his skills under the guidance of experienced trainers. His street fighting instincts were transformed into disciplined techniques, and his potential as a boxer began to shine. Through Azumah's amateur career was nothing short of extraordinary. By the time he entered the competitive boxing scene, he had compiled an impressive amateur record of 50 wins and just 2 losses. His crowning achievement as an amateur came in 1978 when he represented Ghana at the Commonwealth Games in Edmonton, Canada. There he claimed the gold medal in the featherweight division, defeating some of the best amateur boxers from around the world. This victory put Azumah on the global stage and marked the beginning of his journey toward professional boxing greatness. For Azumah, the Commonwealth gold medal wasn't just a personal triumph. It was a source of immense pride for Ghana, a country that was beginning to make its mark on the world stage. In sports, his success inspired countless young Ghanaians, showing them that it was possible to rise above their circumstances and achieve greatness. These early years laid the foundation for Azumah Nelson's legendary career, from a tough upbringing in Jamestown to earning international recognition. As an amateur boxer, Azumah's journey was fueled by resilience, determination, and an unshakable belief in his abilities. Little did the world know that this young man from Accra was on his way to becoming one of the greatest boxers of all time. Azumah Nelson's professional career began in 1979, and it didn't take long for him to establish himself as a rising star in the boxing world. From the moment he stepped into the ring, it was clear that he was a fierce competitor with a relentless fighting style. Azumah had both the physical tools and mental toughness to succeed, and his early victories quickly built his reputation as a boxer. To watch his first major opportunity to fight on the world stage came in 1982, when he was offered a last-minute chance to face The legendary Salvador Sanchez for the WBC featherweight title at the time. Sanchez was considered one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and Azumah was an unknown underdog from Ghana. Despite having just 2 weeks to prepare, Azumah jumped at the opportunity. The fight took place in Madison Square Garden, and although Azumah ultimately lost by TKO in the 15th round, his performance was nothing short of extraordinary. For 15 grueling rounds, Azumah pushed the champion to his limits, displaying incredible skill, heart, and endurance. His fearless approach and ability to stand toe-to-toe with Sanchez earned him the respect of boxing fans and experts around the world. Many believe that if Azumah had more preparation time, he could have won. Tragically, a highly anticipated rematch never happened, as Sanchez died in a car accident just 2 months later. Despite the loss, Azumah's stock rose significantly, and he established himself as a legitimate contender on the global stage. 2 years later, in 1984, Azumah seized the moment that would define his career. He traveled to Puerto Rico to challenge Wilfredo Gomez, the WBC featherweight champion and one of the most feared punchers in the division. Gomez was heavily favored to win, but Azumah shocked the boxing world with a dominant performance, using his superior tactic, stamina, and power. Azumah overwhelmed Gomez, knocking him out in the 11th round to claim the title. The victory earned him the nickname the Terrible Warrior, a testament to his relentless style and ability to rise to the occasion. Now a world champion, Azumah began a remarkable run of title defenses that cemented his legacy as one of the greatest fighters in history. He successfully defended his featherweight title against some of the best fighters in the division, including notable victories over Marcos Vassana and Danilo Cabrera, who was Barry McCann's challenger. Azumah's ability to adapt to different opponents made him a formidable champion. One of the most memorable moments of his career came in 1985 when he faced Britain's Pat Cowell in Birmingham, England. The fight was highly anticipated, and Azumah delivered a sensational performance, knocking Cowell out in the first round with a thunderous left hook. The knockout became an iconic moment in boxing history, replayed in highlight reels for years to come. Azumah's dominance continued as he eventually moved up to the super featherweight division, where he captured another world title and solidified his status as one of the sport's all-time greats. Despite his many triumphs, Azumah's career was not without setbacks. In 1990, he faced future Hall of Famer Pernell Whitaker for the WBC lightweight title. The fight came at a difficult time for Azumah, as his wife was gravely ill, and the emotional toll was evident. He entered the ring distracted and struggled to match Whitaker's speed and skill. Azumah ultimately lost the fight by decision, but the circumstances surrounding the bout added a tragic element to the defeat. As always, Azumah showed resilience and determination. He returned to the super featherweight division and reclaimed his WBC title, proving once again that he could overcome adversity. His ability to bounce back from losses and setbacks became one of the defining characteristics of his career. One of the most significant chapters of Azumah's career came in 1991 when he faced Jeff Fenech, an Australian boxing star known for his aggressive style. Their first fight, held in Las Vegas, ended in a controversial draw, with many believing that Fenech had done enough to win. The result fueled intense anticipation for a rematch, which took place the following year in Melbourne, Australia. This time, Azumah was determined to leave no doubt in the rematch. Azumah delivered one of the greatest performances of his career, displaying masterful technique and incredible composure. He dominated Fenech, knocking him out in the 8th round. The victory silenced his critics and earned him the nickname the Professor, as he had promised to teach Fenech a lesson in the ring. And he did. Azumah's ability to adapt and outthink his opponents was on full display, solidifying his reputation as one of the most intelligent and tactical fighters in boxing history. The victory over Fenech marked a high point in Azumah's career, but it was far from his last major accomplishment. He continued to defend his title against top contenders, consistently proving why he was considered one of the best in the world. Azumah's relentless drive, tactical brilliance, and legendary stamina made him a nightmare for any opponent. Over the course of his professional career, Azumah Nelson achieved what few boxers ever could. He captured world titles in multiple weight classes he has faced and defeated some of the toughest opponents in the sport, and earned the respect and admiration of fans and fellow fighters around the globe. His rise to fame wasn't just about winning titles. It was about overcoming adversity, seizing opportunities, and inspiring millions along the way. Azumah's legacy as a champion and a trailblazer for African boxers remains unparalleled. To this day, Azumah Nelson's legendary boxing career was marked not only by incredible triumphs, but also by heartbreaking tragedies and significant challenges that tested his strength both inside and outside the ring. While his success made him a global icon, the personal losses and struggles he endured brought a poignant human element to his extraordinary journey. One of the most devastating moments of Azumah's life came with the loss of his wife, Beatrice, to cancer. Beatrice was not just his life partner, but also a pillar of emotional support throughout his career. Her illness coincided with one of the most critical periods of his boxing career, and Alma was torn between his responsibilities in the ring and his role as a husband. He later admitted that her declining health deeply affected his focus, most notably during his 1990 fight against Pernell Whitaker. Distracted by Beatrice's condition, Azumah entered the ring carrying a heavy emotional burden and was unable to perform at his best. Her eventual passing was a crushing blow, leaving Azumah emotionally shattered. His immense grief, he fought on, channeling his pain into his determination to honor her memory through his work and achievements. In addition to personal tragedy, Azumah faced significant struggles within the sport of boxing itself. Despite his immense talent and accomplishments, he was no stranger to controversy. One of the most notable instances came during his first fight against Jeff Fenech in 1991. The bout ended in a highly controversial draw, with many observers believing Fitch had done it enough to win. The decision sparked accusations of favoritism and unfair judging, casting a shadow over what should have been another defining moment in Azumah's career. For Alma, the controversy was deeply frustrating. He knew that his ability and work ethic spoke for themselves, yet he found himself at the center of accusations that detracted from his hard-earned reputation. Instead of dwelling on the controversy, Azumah used it as motivation for their rematch in 1992, where he silenced all doubts by knocking Fenech out in the 8th round. The victory not only redeemed him, but also solidified his place among the sport's all-time greats. Throughout his career, Azumah also battled the physical toll of boxing injuries, and the inevitable effects of aging became more apparent as he continued to compete against younger, fresher opponents. Yet his indomitable spirit kept him going, and his love for the sport outweighed the growing challenges he faced. Each fight became a testament to his resilience and determination as he pushed his body to its limits in pursuit of greatness. After nearly 2 decades in the ring, Azumah Nelson retired in 1998, closing the book on an illustrious career that spanned 19 years. He finished with an impressive record of 39 wins, 5 losses, and 2 draws, with 28 of those victories coming by knockout. His ability to consistently perform at the highest level, even in the face of personal and physical challenges, earned him the admiration of fans and fighters around the world. Upon retirement, Azumah returned to Ghana, where he was greeted with a hero's welcome for his countrymen. He was more than just a boxer. He was a symbol of hope, pride, and perseverance. Yet transitioning to life outside the ring proved to be its own challenge. Like many athletes, Azumah struggled to adjust to a life without the structure and purpose that boxing had provided for so long. The fame and accolades he had earned could not fully replace the daily discipline and focus that had defined his life as a fighter. Despite these challenges, Azumah remained determined to continue making a difference. He found a new purpose in giving back to his community. Using his platform to inspire and support others, he established the Alma Nelson Foundation, a charitable organization dedicated to helping underprivileged children in Ghana. Through the foundation, Alma has worked to build schools, sports facilities, and homes, providing opportunities for young Ghanaians to realize their potential and follow their dreams. Alma Nelson's story is not just one of triumph in the ring. It is a story of overcoming profound loss and adversity to create a lasting legacy. His ability to rise above personal tragedy, navigate controversy, and persevere through physical challenges speaks to the strength of his character. Even in retirement, Azumah continues to embody the same resilience and determination that made him a champion, inspiring others to believe that they too can overcome life's greatest challenges. At 66 years old, Alma Nelson continues to live a life of purpose and influence. Although the years of punishing battles in the ring have left their mark on his body, known for his resilience during his boxing career, Alma has spoken openly about the physical toll of nearly 2 decades in the sport. Years of training, grueling fights, and absorbing punches have resulted in lingering joint pain and other health challenges. Despite this, Alma remains active and upbeat, embodying the same determination that made him a champion. He acknowledges the physical sacrifices he made for the sport, but also expresses gratitude for the life it has given him. One of Azumah's greatest passions today is his philanthropic work. Understanding the challenges he faced growing up in Accra, he has dedicated much of his life to giving back to his community and creating opportunities for those in need. His most significant initiative is the Nelson Foundation, a charitable organization that aims to uplift underprivileged children in Ghana. Through the foundation, Azumah has spearheaded projects to build schools, sports facilities, and homes for vulnerable youth, providing them with resources and support to pursue their dreams. The foundation's mission goes beyond just providing physical resources. Azumah is committed to nurturing the next generation of athletes, artists, and leaders in Ghana. He often shares his own story of overcoming adversity to inspire young people, showing them that with discipline, hard work, and faith, they can achieve greatness. The foundation's sports programs, in particular, reflect Azumah's lifelong belief in the power of athletics to transform lives. By giving children the chance to develop their talents, he hopes to create opportunities for them to rise above their circumstances, just as he did. Azumah also remains deeply connected to his family, which he often credits as his greatest source of joy and strength. As a proud father and grandfather, he frequently speaks about how his family keeps him grounded and reminds him of what truly matters in life. After a career that often took him away from home for long periods, Azumah now treasures the time he gets to spend with his children and grandchildren. Their love and support motivate him to continue his philanthropic efforts, knowing that his work is helping to create a better future, not only for his family, but for all Ghanaian children. Despite his legendary status and global recognition, Azumah remains humble and approachable, a true reflection of the values he has carried throughout his life. He often participates in community events, serves as a mentor to young athletes, and uses his platform to advocate for social and economic development in Ghana. Azumah's impact is felt not only in the boxing world, but also across his nation, where he is celebrated as a symbol of resilience, hope, and generosity. As Azumah reflects on his life and career, he has expressed a deep sense of gratitude for the opportunities he has had and the lessons he has learned. He sees his life's work as unfinished, viewing his role as a philanthropist and mentor as an extension of his legacy as a fighter. For Azumah Nelson, retirement from boxing was not the end of his journey. It was the beginning of a new chapter, one focused on creating a lasting impact for generations to come. At 66, he remains an active force of positivity, proving that champions are not only made in the ring, but also in the way they choose to live their lives afterward. Azumah Nelson's legacy is one of unparalleled greatness, both in the boxing ring and beyond. In 2004, he was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame, becoming the first African to achieve this incredible honor. This milestone solidified his status as one of the greatest fighters of all time and highlighted the global impact of his career. Additionally, he was ranked among the top 100 boxers of the 20th century, an achievement that reflects his technical brilliance, resilience, and dominance. During his era, Azumah's legacy extends far beyond his accolades in the sport. For Ghanaians and Africans as a whole, he is a cultural hero, a living symbol of hope, pride, and determination. His success on the global stage shattered stereotypes and proved that Africans could compete and excel at the highest level. As a proud Ghanaian, Azumah carried his country's flag into every fight, reminding the world of Ghana's strength and potential. His triumphs in the ring were not just personal victories, but a source of national pride that continues to inspire millions. Even in retirement, Azumah remains a beacon of inspiration. He is a role model for young boxers and athletes, encouraging them to dream big, work hard, and maintain humility and faith in their journey. Through his motivation speeches and charitable initiatives, he continues to emphasize the importance of perseverance and discipline, leaving a lasting impact on the next generation of champions. His life's message is clear: with hard work and belief in oneself, anything is possible. Azumah Nelson's journey from the streets of Jamestown to the pinnacle of boxing is a story of resilience, determination, and unshakable faith. His rise to global stardom and his enduring commitment to giving back make him more than just a boxing legend. He is a role model, a philanthropist, and an enduring symbol of hope, as Alma himself said, "With God, all things are possible." His life and career are living proof of that statement, showing that even the most challenging circumstances can be overcome with courage, faith, and relentless determination. Azumah Nelson's legacy is not only written in the history books of boxing, but also in the hearts of the people he continues to inspire.